Hey, I'm Eva. Today we're going to talk about something that will probably completely change the way you look at yourself in the mirror, the hand you reach out to that coffee machine with, and your relationship with every single penny in your wallet by the time this video is over. If you're ready, I want you to imagine something right now. You're exactly 67 years old. You've spent the most productive 40 years of your life working for other people's dreams, pulling all-nighters in conference rooms, sweating through endless overtime. You've woken up thousands of mornings to the sound of that alarm you hate, paid your bills on time, and perfectly played that famous, loyal, hard-working citizen role that society has been pushing on you since the day you were born. But now that big day has finally arrived. You're standing at the door of what they call retirement, where you're finally free. You wake up that morning, full of excitement, and log into your bank account. You're so close to that house in the coastal town you've been dreaming about for years, where you'd shake off all that exhaustion. And the number staring back at you on the screen is just $65,400. Yeah, you heard that right. The safe harbor that represents 40 years of labor, sleepless nights, and your sacrificed youth turns out to be nothing more than a rickety little rowboat. That number on the screen is the only fortress you have to finance the next 25 to 30 years of your life. Combined with your Social Security, your monthly budget comes out to roughly $1,950. And within seconds, you catch yourself doing that math you never wanted to do, the kind that keeps you up at night. Can I afford to turn the heat on this winter? Should I downsize? Or should I squeeze into that little room at my kid's place? And what if a serious illness knocks on my door? This right here. This is the silent but massive retirement trap that millions of people have fallen into, even in the world's most advanced economies, in the most glittering cities. Today on Eva's Pocket, we're going to talk about the dark picture that the ads never show you. Why most of us are walking toward this cliff like we're under some kind of spell, knowingly, willingly. And most importantly, I'm going to hand you that secret map you need to keep in your pocket so you don't become part of this statistic. Because here's the truth. The system tells you that saving money is an obligation, a burden. But it never tells you how that money slowly melts away over time, or how the amount you call enough today will actually leave you stranded halfway through. Let's take a closer look at the data. More than half of people who are just a few years away from retirement don't even have $100,000 in their bank accounts. And even those numbers are illusions, massively skewed upward by the wealthiest top 1%. So the reality for the average person on the street is actually far grimmer. Millions of people are entering retirement completely broke, or worse, in debt. Then they spend their days darkly wondering how they're going to get by. Now, let's step into Thomas's world. Thomas is 68, an honest, hard-working man, just like you and me. He has $72,000 in the bank and takes home about $2,050 a month, combined with Social Security. Every morning, the first thing Thomas ever dreamed of doing was sitting back and reading his newspaper, in peace. But the reality? He finds himself with a pen in hand, laying out store discount flyers side by side, hunting for which supermarket has milk for 20 cents cheaper. Why? Because a small price hike on his medication that month, or an unexpected plumbing problem, means Thomas has to skip dinner that evening, or shiver under a blanket in the middle of winter. Thomas wasn't a bad man. He just believed in the fairy tale of, "I've got plenty of time, I'll figure it out later," and missed that miraculous train of compound growth while it was still at the station. So where exactly are we going wrong? The first and biggest mistake, underestimating the power of time. A small amount you set aside every month in your 20s is far more powerful than the huge sums you'd try to save in your 40s. Because the secret rule of finance is this: it's not money that multiplies, it's time. If you set aside just a few dollars a day at 25, you'll have a far more comfortable retirement than someone desperately trying to save thousands at 50. The second mistake is lifestyle inflation. As your income grows, you inflate your spending at the same pace, and suddenly you're living in a more luxurious prison, trapped in an endless consumer frenzy. A new phone, a faster or sportier car, a bigger house. Without realizing it, you're sacrificing your future freedom on the altar of today's fleeting desires. The third, and sneakiest, mistake: cracking open your retirement piggy bank. Meaning, every time you change jobs or get into a tight spot, you tell yourself, just this once, and dip into those savings. Essentially stealing from your future, white-haired self. That $5,000 you pull out today means $100,000 gone from your life 30 years from now, and most of the time, we don't even see it coming. The fourth mistake: getting spooked by market swings and parking your money only in cash-like accounts where the interest doesn't even keep up with inflation. That's feeding your hard-earned money to the monster. Saving isn't enough. You have to grow those savings above the rate of inflation. And the last mistake: telling yourself, I'll just earn more later and make up the difference. Mathematically, that's close to impossible, and it's a gamble that ends in heartbreak. But don't be scared, and don't lose heart. I'm right here for you. And that's exactly why I do this. The ways to break out of this cycle, to escape the restricted life Thomas is living, are actually much simpler than you think. But they do require iron willpower and unshakable discipline. First of all, you need to automate everything. And I mean everything you can think of. You might forget to transfer the money. You might feel like spending it that month, but the system never forgets. The moment your paycheck hits your account, that portion should be on its way to your investment account before it even touches your hands. This is the smartest way to take your own willpower out of the equation. Second, you need to see at least 15% of your income as a, quote, tax for your future self. That money is not yours. You must never touch it. It belongs to the 70-year-old version of you, and you have no right to betray them. Our third rule: when investing, learn to set your emotions aside, diversify, and stay far away from the market's noise and panic selling. Remember, when the market drops, your future is actually going on sale. Instead of running away, you need to stay calm. Our fourth secret is dreaming of a debt-free retirement. Because a credit card debt or car payment you're still making in retirement is like trying to swim in the middle of the ocean with a giant boulder strapped to your back. It will drag you straight to the bottom. And perhaps the most important thing of all, truly understanding, with both your mind and your heart, how something as small as $12 to $15 a day, the cost of that third coffee you mindlessly drink, or that subscription you don't even watch anymore, can turn you into a millionaire over 30 to 35 years. This isn't a magic wand. This is the power of compound math, the eighth wonder of the world. Margaret's or Thomas's story doesn't have to be your fate. That median reality of $88,000 is only the ending for the majority who just go with the flow of the system and never question it. By watching this video here on Eva's Pocket today, you're actually rejecting that ordinariness and that uncertain future. Whether you're 20 and just starting out, or 50 and wondering, did I leave it too late? One single small step you take today, right now, will be more than enough for your 70-year-old self to thank you with genuine gratitude. Maybe today you won't buy those fancy shoes. Maybe you'll skip that dinner out. But in return, you'll be buying that incredible sense of pride and freedom that comes with owing nothing to no one in your old age. Remember, wealth isn't how much you earn, it's how much you can hold on to and grow. So, what's your plan? What one small but unnecessary expense are you cutting today to lay the first brick toward your future freedom? Come talk to me in the comments below. Tell me your fears. Let's build a strategy together. Because this is your safe space, your pocket, your future. I'll always be in your corner. I'll keep showing you, tablet in hand, how those numbers that look so complicated are actually just simple little keys to freedom. And of course, our work isn't done. In the next videos, we're going to dive even deeper into the dark history of money, the hidden rooms of the economy, and the strange games the human mind plays with finances. Until then, take good care of yourself, your dreams, and especially that peaceful future version of you. Remember, that future is being built by you today, right now. I can't wait to see you again in the next video.